Hey everyone, welcome to our first person gameplay commentary. My name is Dry Bear, and this time around I'm playing He Bo. I think I'm left. I think Kali called mid, and I was looking through the list, and we needed a magical, and of course I saw this dude's mean mug just looking at me. I was like, I haven't played He Bo in forever for you guys. So here is a He Bo commentary. He Bo is a magical damage dealer. He's so close to being high tier. He is so close. He has to be really close to do what he does best with burst damage, and he's very susceptible to that. And he doesn't bring one of his biggest downsides. He doesn't bring a lot to the table as far as like a team player goes. You look at a Ra, he'll have a heal, he'll have a slow, like a really good slow. You look at an Augie, has a stun, high mobility, whereas the He Bo has a lot of damage. He just doesn't really bring much. So in the last patch, what they did is they made his 2 apply a movement speed buff to his teammates. I don't think it's big enough to be useful. I mean, I don't know if anyone's really used it. You can use it like down this way. It'll be the width of this hallway. Maybe you can use it for jungle invades or whatever. But I don't know. It's gonna be really tough to make him into a high tier god. No one really uses him competitively, only in certain situations. But just because he's just so squishy and has to be. What is he, dude? What do you? Okay. 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 I don't know what he was doing. Monkey's here. Okay, that was cute. I'm gonna take it. Just cause. I don't know if he wanted it or not or whatever. But He Bo is magic damage dealer. If you've never played him before, his passive is called Steady Flow. And what happens is every time he casts an ability, he will gain 5% increase to his overall magic damage. This is why he's such a good burst god. EU, I can feel it. God. Every time I sit down to do a commentary at nighttime, it's always EU. Like every single freaking time it's EU. I swear. So his first ability is so you get 5% increase to your magical power. Stacking up to 3 times, of course, you get 15%. So that'll allow you to just do a bunch of damage. The more damage you do, the more spells you cast, the more damage you will do. I'm gonna poke him with that just for a second. First ability is called Water Cannon. This is an ability that will shoot water in front of you. It's just like a little squirt gun. It'll shoot water, doing magical damage. Second ability is called Flood Waters. This is a little river that you will create in front of you, which will do magic damage. Or it will slow enemy gods and will apply a movement speed buff to you and allies that step onto it. You have to be on it to get the buff. You can't be off it type thing. Third ability is called Water Spout. Now what this is a little like water. Oh god, he's gonna overhead smash. See, the range on this is quite short. So what it'll do is it'll create a surge of water at the target location, a little geyser, which will do magic damage and knock up all enemies in the target location. If they are moving, they will be knocked up and towards the direction they're moving to. So if they're running forward, they'll be knocked forward. If they're running backwards, they'll be knocked backwards, type thing. So if they run towards you and you hit them with their 3, let's see if we can't get this monkey. If they run forward and hit you with run forward and you hit them with the 3, they will be knocked forward in the direction they're running. So if they're backing up and you hit them, let's see if I can't show you. See, he got knocked backwards. He flew towards his wave, not towards me. That's because he was moving backwards at the time. And hit that. And ultimate is called Crushing Wave. He will surge forward. This is a dash ability. He'll turn into a giant water wave and surge forward and do magical damage to everyone he passes through. However, he will expose himself to some less than favorable situations where you don't always want to be there just because you are going to be dashing forward to do it. That's basically just his kit. He does a lot of damage. Very, very good burst, but it's sustained burst at the same time. He's constantly doing big chunks of damage over and over and over and over. You want to be really careful with your position. You don't want to expose yourself. You kind of want to just how you play He Bo is you want to be sitting like right outside of range, like right outside of your cast range. Dip in, cast something, and back out. You never want to be full like as you want to be as far away as you possibly can. Be consistently casting spells over and over and over as much as you possibly can. Stacking out that passive and doing big chunks of damage. But you don't really want to expose yourself too much. Right now, there's no experience to be had over there. None of those minions are going to die, so I don't want to be near the wave. I'm gonna kind of wait here. As far as scaling goes, you want to max out your 1 first. Your 1 has the highest base damage. Your 3 has the highest scaling. So you're going to max out your 1 first and then go into your 3 after that once you have more magic power. But your 1 will give you the biggest benefit when you have the least amount of magic power. As far as starting items go, I mean, we're kind of in a meta right now. With the way items are, you don't really have to deviate from the beginning. Yeah, I went for Vampiric Shrine into Boots of the Magi 1 with 1 healing potion because I went side lane. Generally, you go for mana potion if you go into the mid lane. I don't really want to expose myself. She can root me pretty easily, so I'm just kind of wait out. That's a good one. She doesn't have a shit backflip. There's the backflip. He has Happy New Year right now. I want to hang on to my mana. You see that little passive over my bar that just disappeared. She's gonna ult. She's ulting something. There's Shibalonki ultimate. It's gonna be that. I mean, I think there should be a VGS system for those kind of instant globals like the Neath ultimate. There's a good hit there. She's gonna backflip away. No, I need Vampiric. Does he have Vampiric? He doesn't. He has a... Wow, you have a weird build, dude. Bracer boots. That's craziness. I can definitely feel the EU lag a little bit, though. Yep. I see how the 3 doesn't do a whole lot of damage early on. It's because my scaling is pretty low. Actually, the scaling is higher on this now. So see that base damage? That's 1 up. I think I have to recheck my numbers. I don't know if they adjusted this or not. I think it might be that 1's always the best. 1 has the shortest cooldown anyway, so it's always going to be the case where... You want to be really careful in early game as He Bo, unless you're in the mid lane. You want to kind of push it. He Bo doesn't really. I mean, if you're playing in a competitive matchup up against someone who is equal skill level of you, you're up against like a Poseidon or a Agni, you probably will lose the mid lane. He Bo doesn't do very well against those two characters for the main reason that. Just being careful here. The main reason is that they can poke more safely and have more in their kit than just damage. You have to be really aggressive with He Bo. In the mid lane anyway, so I'm trying to focus so I don't die. It's literally gonna be a split second. It's gonna be just a split second initiation. Like Monkey's gonna jump on me, Neath ultimate, Monkey ultimate, and then burst damage, and I'll die. So I have to be really careful here. You can use your ultimate defensively. It is a dash. Obviously, this area of effect in front of me, they will take magic damage if they are in it when I pass through them. But it is a dash, so I can dash backwards if I needed to, if I want to waste my ultimate that way. Kind of like Naja's ultimate. No. Nice, good spread. Clear there. I haven't got my 2 yet. I probably should. It helps you get skill shots, but I'm kind of just looking for damage. I feel like the only chance we have to get a kill here is if they jump on us and we counter initiate with a lot of damage. So I'm just going to try to get as much damage as I possibly can and put as many points into my 1 and my 3 as I can. So yeah, you definitely want to max out your 1 first, does the most damage. And it has the shortest cooldown. You see the 3 has like 10-second cooldown and 3-second cooldown for the water cannon. So the 1 is always going to be the one you want to max out first. You'll be able to do the most damage with it. How much do I need? 14, 1255. Actually, I'm just going to hang out. Get one more wave and then get enough for a active item. And then we'll be able to deal with that. Kali's coming, so we can lead this. I don't have a whole lot of mana. I only have just enough mana to use my ult pretty much, so I don't get a really good ult up. They can both flip is the problem. I don't have a river. I really need a river for a gank. Is she going to be able to get it is the question. My 3 won't be enough to kill him. Fortunately, just focus Neath. You're not going to be able to get it. Oh, the bleed. Oh. Oh, man. No, I want the mana back. I'll get the 2 now. Is Kali still here? Kali's outie. I'll be outie. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up these boots and an active item. I'll get Aegis just because I'll need it for the monkey. Two mana potions and we'll head out. So what you want to do is, like, you see I'm moving quick, moving slow, moving quick. It's only when you're on the water that it works. And it's the same thing for your allies. The allies have to be standing on the water to get that movement speed increase. Heartseeker Kali doing good. We're up by about 300 gold right now. So pretty good. We're going to hold on to that. And team fights for He Bo, you want to just like I said, just float like a butterfly. It's not like a Loki where you want to be completely out of the fight. You kind of want to just, like, hang out and hide and look for your opportunity. You can stick on the edge of the fight and just constantly poke. But you don't want to be in the fight at all. You want to be sitting on the outside, kind of like an Ao Kuang, actually, as far as like playstyle goes. You want to be sitting there like an Ao Kuang and just hanging out. Just hang on the outside, like kind of poke into like a little bit out of range, poke into range, use your abilities, back out, into range, use your abilities, back out. You just constantly poking. So we can get some of that. Some of that. Hell went home, and I wasn't paying attention. I was actually looking at the recording to make sure it was all okay, and I turned back, and they were eating me. So that was just really bad play. Really bad play. Note to self, pay attention when you're playing the game. Looks like I will probably need an Aegis. Need an Aegis. So back alive now. We'll head out. It's gonna be a crazy game, man. Yeah, so I was pushing the tower, and the hell went home, and I looked over to my recording to make sure everything was working right, because I have like diagnostics over here that tell me that everything's working out. But I looked back, and I was rooted. I was like, and because it's EU, I used my Aegis Amulet to avoid the monkey ultimate, but since it's EU, the delay was long enough to prevent me from being able to do so. So we will avenge ourselves. The wave is probably here. Back up. The monkey has no mana to jump, so we're just gonna go. Oh, that's bad. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Oh, jeez. Okay, so. Whew. What do you mean that ult? Is that the monkey? Oh, the monkey messaged me, said that all. Yeah, so it does a lot of damage. A lot of damage. I'm noticing I have to kind of like account for that. So far, so good. You can see how kind of like, that was just a good situation. That wasn't really, you know, team fight practice right there. That was literally just, monkey had no mana to get away, and I knew it, so I just went directly at him. He'll get the golden experience for that. We're in a bad spot here. Blue should be coming up any second now, I think. Looks like mid just got taken out, unfortunately. This guy's out-leveling me. Not out-farming me, but out-leveling me. Blue should be up any second. Where is blue? I don't remember what the time was, but it should be up any second now. Left tower is getting chunked. We can clear this wave out. We can clear this wave out. Wait, is that Deegan? Deegan? Wait a minute. Is that Deegan? The streamer? Deegan TV? I think it might be. I'm gonna come over and mess these people up. Please. Please. No. Please. Dude, you're a carry. Just shoot people. Oh my lord. Dude, honestly. Ugh. Well, Kali's here. Neith should not. With Neith don't want to play that way. See, I'm kind of bobbing and weaving. I'm not like going in unless I'm using an ability. He should be able to get that. Yep. I can give him a little boost in movement, maybe. There's that. Let's go home. Actually, their blue's up. I think. I don't know if we cleared it or not. Kali will probably get it anyway. If it's up. And it's not. Okay. Since we're doing so well and we're getting kills, I'm going to go directly into Gem of Isolation. The reason I'm getting this is because it looks like we're going to be able to control the mid lane, or the mid game. We're up a little bit. We're up in kills, they're farming well, but we're going to be able to control the mid game. And with this gem, it means I'm going to be able to secure kills. And getting, you know, an early gem like this, especially on a magic damage dealer like this, it'll be really easy for us to just secure kills, hold on to targets, and then the kills won't be able to get away because we'll have that slow there. Yeah, cool. Just abandon us right lane and then come take our buffs. It's cool, man. Just, you know. Oh god. Oh god, please. Oh god, please. Please. Dude, get that slow. Get that slow, come on. Come on. Get that slow, come on. Oh yeah. And that's pretty representative of how to play He Bo. Kind of bob and weave. I got caught out by that Emir. Luckily enough, it didn't rotate on me. They were forced back by my teammates. But just kind of like bob and weave, in and out type thing. You don't really want to be in there for a long period of time. You also don't want to be out for a long period of time. You have a lot of damage to contribute to the team fight. And this is basically how you play him. I'm not the greatest He Bo in the world, but I know a lot of greatest He Bos in the world. In the many worlds. Can we GF? I'm gonna just get some farm on him. Not getting as much farm as I would like to have. I'm gonna help with the GF. Don't have a whole lot of mana here, but we can get the GF and go home. I just basically want to be spamming my 1 at this point. Does the most damage. Should anyway. 132, 140. The scaling is higher. That's crazy. So there's that. He Bo can do a ton of damage. A ton of damage late game. Especially with the 15% scaling on all his abilities when he has 3 abilities casted. You could do a ton of damage. There's that. Should only need 1 more. See, I'm at 156 right now. It should fade when my passive goes away. 156 down to... Down to... Is it going to go down? Never mind. I guess I looked at it when the passive was down. Okay. We can get a ward and 1 more healing mana potion. Here we go! Look at ice cream cone. Look at that little like ice cream cone. Ice cream cone, and if you do them quickly, it's like the ice cream's resting in the cone. As far as like He Bo's skills go, they're very small area of effect, and they can turn. So like, let's see if I can show you. Right in this flame torch, if I attack, it shoots at the flame torch, right? If I attack and move in the animation, it'll shoot somewhere else. So let's go ahead, click there and turn. It shoots where you are looking when the animation ends, not where you were looking when the animation started. So it's important to know that, especially the water spout has a bit of a delay on it. You can't move during the animation of the water spout, so if I go like that, I can't turn. So I won't be able to change that. But the water spout, it'll shoot where you're looking at the end of the animation, not at the beginning. So you can actually, like, if someone's here and I turn and flash it at them, it will actually hit them versus shooting at the wall. So it's important to know that. A lot of people don't realize that about He Bo. Oh, Lord. Don't even want to trap myself too much here. I do have a lot of damage, keep in mind. If I get a couple spells off and then my ultimate, it does a bunch. Shipalonki's going to go away. Actually, they're getting kills here, so we can probably flank this. Neith's dead. Emir might be here. There he is. He's going to try and wall freeze. I have my gem now, so keep that in mind as well. This will apply a slow when I hit them with my abilities, and again, it's just for securing kills. Let's see, minions are there. I'm going to try to get a slow off. He's going to blink ulti. Okay. Okay. In and out, in and out, in and out. Bob and weave, bob and weave. Float like a butterfly. That is the bow. Oh, come on, dude. Man up. I just needed a one more hit from my water spout. I could have interrupted his spin. Oh, now he goes. I got too greedy. I got too greedy. Honestly, the farm we have, why not? Don't ever do this, but I'm doing it. I'll be able to finish this quite quickly, and that'll be a huge boost. Plus with the percentage scaling from this passive, and then percentage scaling from my passive as well, it gives you a butt ton of damage, and I'm gonna be hitting really, really hard. That's really all I'm gonna do for. After that, I can just go for defense. They have a lot of physical. 3 physical, 2 magical, and Hell's kind of far behind. I went for tankiness as well, so not really the biggest thing in the world. Not really the biggest thing in the world. So we're up now at 10k, so we did really, really well. This is a bit of a stomp. I'm on my main account. Don't yell at me. It's not my fault. It's not my fault my team owns. I did nothing to help them. It's not my fault. Missed that one. Missed that one. It's okay though. I'm streaming soon. Try and get that done. But yeah, hopefully this is you know, it helps you understand He Bo a little bit. Some people go in too hard with He Bo and die. Some people don't go in at all with He Bo and understand that if someone jumps on you, you can kill them. That's an important note. If someone jumps on you, you have the power to kill them. You do a lot of damage, and something that, like, if you're constantly hitting abilities, you'll be doing tons. And you can destroy people with your ultimate as well. Most definitely can. You have a lot of range with your 3. Happeneer comes out. I'm gonna wait for a little bit. I'm able to just poke this hell with the damage buff. Nope. There's the boop. Oh god. Help. Anybody? Attack. Oh my god. So that was not a good placement for me to be in. Not a good placement at all. Oh my god. Come on. Why? What are you? 19? Red buff? Full HP? Your team's fighting? This team is good. And they're playing very, very safe and careful. But they have no fighting spirit. They have none. No fighting spirit. They can't kill that Guan Yu. His ultimate is up, so he can use that to get away if he needs to. Blink initiation. Looks like they're probably going to die here. She can't get away. There's an ultimate. Neith's dead. There's ultimate on Hell. Guan Yu still has his ulti. He's not using it. Hell's dead. This is what I mean by pacifist. I don't really know why they're not fighting back. Clean up, though. Clean up, crew. I guess I'm just going to farm. It doesn't really seem like my team wants to fight at all. And you'd always, and I don't mean this in a mean way. I mean, you should always profile your team. Figure out what they like doing, what their tendencies are. Do they like to fight? Do they like to gank? Do they like to run away? And it seems like now they're transitioning in the mid phase. Watching that team fight where they were just pretty much... where I went really aggressive, but I was hoping since my team was right there, they would go in with me. They definitely didn't. They didn't go in at all. And then I died, and then they kind of got chased all the way back to mid without fighting back. They didn't use any abilities defensively. I mean, Guan Yu still has his ultimate to this very second. He still has his ultimate. Did not use that to attack anybody at all. So it doesn't really seem like they want to fight anymore. So I'm just gonna farm, get my farm up. Always a good option if you're in a situation where you don't feel like you can get any kills. Just make sure you farm. So I get a bunch of money here. That delay. Here we go. Here we go. Blue buff's gone. I have 1 ward. Looks like we have ward up on Fire Giant. Kali's just going crazy all everybody by herself. There's a monkey. So Kali's dead. It's just like a weird spurt. Like they don't want to go, and then they just go all the way in. All the way in. Any wards? None. Nothing really to farm here. I'm almost to my rod. He has blink, so I don't really want to be out there right now. He can blink freeze if he wants to. Hell's there as well. Guan Yu's rotating. So maybe this is a good way to show you team fight if they want to fight. I'm not going to go until they commit to something. Just because I've determined that that's their playstyle. So I'm just going to wait. Always a good idea to profile a team. And don't do it in a way that you know, you call them out. Just do it in a way is you adjust your playstyle with who you're playing with. Always a good idea, and it's something that professional players do in every single game. You always want to know, you want to adjust your playstyle to who you're playing with, so you're not hyper aggressive when they're playing defensive, and you're not defensive when they're playing hyper aggressive. You always want to go when they go, and then get away when they get away. I would say a lot of frustrations and anger and missed team fights come from the fact that people aren't, like right now I'm farming when they're engaging. They got to kill that monkey though. We can flank this. If that monkey's dead, we can flank this. And Emir's right. We can flank this pretty easily. If they're going to come out this far too. Whew! Also, that's more of an advanced trick with He Bo that you can do. Just slow. Really big crit there. Emir's missing. I have my E just to avoid his ultimate though. So that was an advanced technique you can use with He Bo. You see how I waited with 3, and the second he started moving forward, I popped my 3, which launched him toward us, and then I turned around and used my ultimate. You always want to use your ultimate, go behind them and ult backwards. I've done it a couple times this game where I didn't, just because I felt like I could get out. In general, you want to do it towards your teammates. You want to dash towards your teammates. So get behind them and then use the ultimate to get closer to your teammates to a safe position. Kali and Neith did so much damage to the game. So I got carried pretty hard, but hopefully you learn a little bit about He Bo. This is more of like a classic style commentary. Everything worked out pretty well. Hell had an interesting build. I don't know about this build. This gives you no sustain. This gives you a decent amount of sustain, but no stats. You always want stats like HP, like protections. Those are 2 stats you really want. The Bracer is decent. I would get on a God that's a little bit more tanky. It may work on Hell and then maybe for the cooldown, but you have a really, weak early game. You need to be really more careful. But she had a lot of heals, and it came clutch in the end. This is a good build. It worked out well for Kali. Heartseeker into this gives you a big amount of burst damage. Probably could have gone for the Jotun since you had the Heartseeker. The Heartseeker allows you to buy less damaging items earlier because you have the extra damage here. So he could have got the Jotuns, but he was doing so well he didn't really need to. So getting the Devourer's Gloves, getting those stacks early is always a good idea. This is a decent build. I don't get Jotun's Wrath on Neith, but there's a good reason for it. There is, it'll give you CDR, and it works well on Neith. Neith has a good kit. Generally, the Jotuns will be for physical carries that have a strong kit, like Monkey, like Kali, sometimes Thor, sometimes Neith. Depends on the build, but this worked out well. Plus, the Shred here is pretty good. This is not a good build. I would never do this. Deathbringer is probably the most expensive item in the entire game. And since she wasn't doing well in the beginning, she didn't have enough money to warrant this. And you never want to skip boots in the beginning, especially as a physical carry. These are always going to be your most valuable first item on a physical carry, just because you get the movement speed, you get the physical power, and their 15 physical penetration is something that a lot of people don't really value as high as they should. That 15 physical penetration is huge early on. It is a very, very good early item. Extremely powerful physical carries. Pretty standard build here. A lot of physical protection, actually. I guess we had 2 physical. I guess he was really more just worried about Kali and Neith, who were the most fed. But that allowed me to do a lot of damage to him. Hell had an interesting build. I wouldn't go for Polynomicon this early if you're going to get it at all. It doesn't really give you a lot of stats. And it doesn't really give you a big boost in damage as far as like the basic attacks. Go until you have a lot of magic power. And this was not a very good build at all. Boots of Celerity is not really something you want to get Shibalanke. You really need the power and the pen on the Warrior Tabi. And then the Jotuns, I wouldn't say Shibalanke is a candidate for Jotuns. His 2-3 combo is really, really good, but it's Shibalanke is all about base damage with his branching bolas. That's his main drain. His passive gives him physical power. His 1 gives him bonus physical power. He's a beast with basic attacks. Probably one of the highest and hardest hitting basic attackers in the entire game. So definitely, want to focus more on his basic attacks than anything else. And again, this is not really... I don't like this item at all. The only time I like it is on Loki, just because you're really going for the burst more than anything else. So the loss in damage overall is worth it just because you want to fit that damage into a smaller window. But I wouldn't get this on anyone besides Loki, and only in certain situations. But that's going to be it for me, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate your views and subscriptions, and look forward to seeing you in my next video.